was, how does somebody apply when they want, especially since we have two forms currently, how does somebody apply if they want to be a cultivator, but also to get a dispensary, which I think is allowed. So you could have one cultivation facility and one dispensary. But when they're doing the dispensary, do they apply for one with cultivation? Because that wouldn't necessarily make sense if they were successful getting the cultivator license, but if they apply for a dispensary without a cultivator's license, and then don't get the cultivation license, how do we handle that?
You only get what you apply for.
Right, so they would have to apply for both.
The only answer I had for them was you'd pay the fee for both.
Yeah,
Which
yeah, it would be a separate
that's-
application because they're separate types of permits.
Right.
If we don't structure it the way we do existing
Right.
types of permits.
But, I mean, I see where they're kind of coming in, saying. we
So
would-
technically one application for cultivation, one application for pure dispensary, and one for cultivation dispensary.
Right.
They would just have to go 2 applications,
They'd
one
have
for
to do the
cultivation, one cultivation and dispensary.
With the growing,
Okay.
and they just have to pay the fee.
Right, have to pay the
And
fee.
then I guess if that, so, just so I'm clear in my mind, if that question, if that's the way it would work, then on the renewal, let's just hypothesize that they got both the cultivation facility and the dispensary, can they then renew at just the dispensary without cultivation? Because they wouldn't necessarily need to cultivate it under the dispensary license.
I would think so.
Yes, they would, yeah, because
If they already have a cultivation facility and the dispensary,
And they want to drop the
they
cultivation
wouldn't
part
have to
of the
pay the
dispensary.
extra part
No,
going
I'd love
forward,
it.
right?
Yeah, I'd love to drop it.
It seems like that would make the most sense to me.
And lower the fees for the dispensary, save them about $11.
So do you have the language for that to put in here so it's clear?
No, I mean,
kidding.
I mean, the question, that was part of it,
Yeah.
is how would we work it? I mean, my answer was, you would have to apply for the cultivation
So if an individual is
and the
planning on
cultivation.
applying for
Both.
cultivation and for both, the process would be,
They're gonna submit, it's like when a county goes wet and somebody wants to apply for a liquor store, a convenience store, and a restaurant. Those are 3 different applications.
Three different deals, right?
And 3 different animals. So you may get one, you may not get the other one. That's money that you're risking when you make the application.
when you go for it all, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, it just means they're gonna spend more money on the application if they got everything, would be the point. And I'm okay with that, but I think that's the answer. As long as kind of where we're talking about, it does make sense if a year in, they could reduce it down to just the retail dispensary.
It's kind of like you go for it all, you pay for it all.
You go for it all, you pay for it all. That's the deal.
So do we need to clarify that in the regulations? Can you,
I will clarify.
so that clarifies, so that they know that if they're applying for a cultivation and dispensary?
No, I mean,
We don't have
because
to.
I think that's just the way that it's written. You
Okay.
don't get an option to combine applications and all that. It's 3 separate applications.
Okay, well, the question came up, that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, I don't
if
think that
the question-
requires
Okay.
clarification of the rules.
So that was on page 1. So,
It's under section 8, under license restrictions.
so there was no other additional changes that I could see, Mary Robbins, that's.
Just the performance bond language for a cultivating dispensary was also added.
Now, on 18, you'll add, on 18B, you would add that they would have to pay the applicable additional fees if they convert from a dispensary to a dispensary grow.
I probably won't add it in 18, I'll add it in another section, but reference it in 18.
Okay, because we need to make sure they know that they're going to
Yeah,
have to pay the money.
yeah.
I want that to not be clear.
No, I will, I'll refer them back to the section that they will have to comply with, should they choose
Okay.
go
Since
one way or the other.
in this right here, will we have to have another, set of regulations for dispensary and cultivation? Will you take, or do you just use dispensary here? So like under 3, you have an application for a dispensary license. Do we have to say dispensary license versus dispensary cultivation license?
I don't think so. I think all of these rules are general to the application process for all dispensaries.
Okay,
When we get.
even dispensary with cultivation?
Mhm. When we get into the supporting documentation, it then breaks down into if you're applying for a cultivating dispensary, you provide these items. If you're applying for a non-cultivating dispensary, you apply for these items. I mean, you provide these items, sorry.